Who's that? I see you. Love you. Do you want to be in it?
Do you?
Yeah, I am in it. Are you? You don't want to be in it? You hate me? Hey guys, what is up? So today, we are getting cozy. I've got my blanket, my sweatshirt, I've got my wine, and we are going to do a Q&A today. So I am actually filming with my phone because it's just like a whole thing for me to like get out my camera and hook it up and like hook it up to the monitor and blah 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 blah, and it like stops recording all the time. So I have the questions that y'all sent from Instagram typed up on my computer so I can read them off and answer them for you. So we're just gonna get right into it. The first question is actually, what self-tanner did you get? I ended up getting the Tanologist self-tanner, which I actually did a whole entire demo and review of that self-tanner in yesterday's video. So go check that out. I'll put a card up for it right there and you can go check it out for yourself. Okay, next question is, how tall are you? Sometimes 5'8", sometimes 5'9". I would say I'm closer to 5'9" though. I'm pretty tall, pretty tall. Do you want another dog? If so, what kind? Yes, I want another dog. I want like every dog. But yes, I seriously do want another dog in the next year. So I want to get a dog after Brad and I get married, another one for Sadie to play with. But she seems pretty content right now. Some dogs get depressed when they're just like by themselves, but she seems like she's doing all right, you know? And if I were to get another dog, I don't think I would get another bulldog. Not that I don't love Sadie because she's perfect, but she has had a lot of health problems. So when she was little, when we first got her, she had to have eye surgery. She had something called a cherry eye, and it was where like a little red like ball was like hanging out of her eye, and she had to have surgery for that. And then a couple months later, she had to have the exact same surgery on the other eye. She constantly has problems with her ears. She constantly is having eye problems. She just had an ulcer on her eye like not too long ago. And she constantly has problems with her skin and like the fold of her skin. So she's perfect in her personality, like we couldn't have asked for better. But like health-wise, I don't think we could get another bulldog. Mentally, like we couldn't handle it, and financially, because those vet bills, they add up, okay? They add up. So anyways, my whole point of that is, instead of getting another bulldog, we've talked about getting like a golden doodle. Brad doesn't really want to get a golden doodle, but I like them because I don't think I could handle any more dog hair in my home. There's just hair everywhere constantly. You could probably see it like on this couch. I would do like a French bulldog. I don't think their health problems are as bad. We've talked about a beagle before. Something small though, like something that Sadie could keep up with, because she's a little slow girl. She needs someone who can like play at her pace. And I think like a Frenchie would be good, but those are expensive. So honestly, I don't know. We're kind of open, just like a small to medium sized dog. It would have to be, so Sadie could like be on their level. If you had $500 to spend, what would you buy right now? Oh, I like that question. Okay, if I had $500 to spend right now, honestly, I would buy a new vlogging camera, because my camera is great for like sitting down and filming, but I want like a vlogging camera so I don't have to use my phone all the time. Not that there's anything wrong with using my phone, but just for like storage purposes mostly, and like the quality, I think having a vlogging camera would be really helpful. And those cameras, like nowadays, they take good videos and like pictures just like a normal camera does. So I think that that will be my next move. I'll probably sell my big Canon camera and get something smaller like a Sony or something like that. So that's what I would do if I had $500 right now. or I get my lips done. How did you and your fiance meet? Y'all are so cute. Thanks. So we actually met back when I was 19. We had mutual friends and we met each other like out at, I think it was like a party one night, and we only talked for like 2 minutes, but my friend at the time, I thought that she liked him. So he was like talking to me and like asking people about me, but I was like blowing it off, like trying to be a good friend. But it turns out they actually like weren't a thing. They weren't talking at all. So I really could have like been with him a lot sooner, but I always thought that like my friend liked him, so I didn't want to like step on anyone's toes. And then later on, it was my sophomore year of college. Brad is a teacher, and I was placed for one of my classes to observe in his middle school. And I like knew of him, and I knew that he taught there, and I had a question. I needed to know if we were gonna have school on like President's Day or like some holiday like that. And so I asked my friend for his number, and so I texted him and I was like, hey, my teacher that I'm with isn't responding to me. I'm just wanting to know like if we have school on Monday so I know whether to come or not. And he was like, oh yeah, I like thought I saw you there, blah, blah, blah. And basically told me like, yes, we had school and that I should stop by his room to see him and say hi. So I was like, oh yeah, okay. I literally had no intentions of like anything happening. And I like got in there and I was like, oh my God, like he is so cute. Like I didn't remember him being that cute, and I knew like I liked him. And so I just kept like making excuses to go back to the school. Like I'm pretty sure for that project, we had to have 15 hours of like hours logged at the school, and I had like almost 40 because I just kept like going back just to like see him and hang out with him. And a couple days like into it, he asked me to go to dinner one night, and I said yes, of course. And we literally spent 3 hours at dinner like talking, and I don't think we've spent a day apart since. So that's how we met. That's like one of my favorite stories to tell. So thank you for your question. Okay, next question. How old are you? I'm 23 with a money tree. Just kidding, I wish though. Yeah, but I'm 23. Let me just, yeah, okay. What's your wedding going to be like? It's gonna be fun. So Brad and I are getting married in Mexico, in Riviera Maya, at a really, really nice resort called Unico. And we're having it very small, just about 30 of our close friends and family, and we're just gonna do like a small ceremony and we're gonna party. And it's like such a beautiful resort. It's all inclusive, great food, great drinks. So we're really just like making a vacation out of it, because one, it's honestly cheaper than having a wedding here, and two, like everyone gets to just go to Mexico and like have a great time, and it's beautiful. So that's what we're doing, and we're so excited. Like I'm so happy with that decision. So that's how my wedding is gonna be, okay? Do you want to have kids? If so, how many? Yes, I do wanna have kids, not for a very, 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 very long time. But yes, eventually we do wanna have kids. I would say 2 is a good number. 3 is like too many, and then there's like teaming up against each other, and that's just too much. And 4 is just like out of the question. So I think 2 is a good number. I think I want all boys. I want 2 boys. I don't think I want a girl. I don't think I can handle it. And I think I'd be a good boy mom, honestly. So that'd be ideal, but not for like 10 years. Favorite type of food? Favorite type of food, Mexican, probably. Yeah, I would probably say Mexican, like tacos, like a good shrimp taco is like my favorite. Or like a really, really good filet mignon, like from Ruth's Chris or something like that. That's really good too. Do you work out every day? No, I do not. I've been trying to be better about it lately, and I've been getting up with Brad to go to the gym like when he goes before school in the morning. But I'd say I only make it there about 3 times a week. 4 times a week if I'm really on top of it and like really in the mood for it. So no, I for sure don't go every day. I don't even go 5 days a week. 3 to 4 times a week would be probably how often I go. What kind of hair extensions do you have? So these are clip-in extensions and they are from the brand Luxie Hair. I did tone them myself. I tried to anyways. I toned them with purple shampoo, and what I did is just I put a warm water into a bowl and I put a little bit of purple shampoo in there and just let them sit, and I think it did a pretty good job. But I really do like the hair. It's good quality, it styles well, there's been like minimal breakage and stuff like that, so I think they're really good. I would eventually like to get hand-tied ones before the wedding, which those can be pretty pricey, but I've like looked into those, and I think that's what I'll do before the wedding, because I don't want to have to worry about like clipping these in and like making them look right and blending them for the week that we're staying, because we are staying a week after the wedding. I don't want to have to worry like about swimming and things like that, and like having to do my hair if I want to like wear them to dinner or something. So I for sure want to get the hand-tied ones before the wedding. This one is kind of a late question, but were you surprised when your fiance proposed, and did you pick out your ring yourself? So yes, I was very surprised. I knew it was coming like that month, but I didn't know the day of at all. I was actually annoyed that day. It was like his last week of school, and it wouldn't be like out of the ordinary for him to want to go like to dinner and celebrate that. So we were supposed to go to dinner that night to celebrate school being out. And a couple days before, he was like, oh my God, like my car is having problems again. Like I'm so annoyed, like blah, 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 like complaining about his car. And like, I just like was like, oh yeah, okay. Like I didn't think anything of it. And that day I like left work, and this was when I was still working at Ulta. And so I had left work that day, and I went home to get ready for dinner. We were gonna meet at home and then go to dinner together. And he told me he had a gift card for where we were going, but he forgot it in his desk at school. So he was running to school to go get it. Then he'd meet me at home and we'd go and ride together. So he calls me when he gets to school, and he sounds like very annoyed. I know him and like I know his voices, and he was like, hi, I'm at school, like you're gonna have to come get me. Like my car literally won't start. I don't know what to do. You're gonna have to just come, and like we'll still go to dinner, like I'm dressed. Just come pick me up from school. So I was like, oh my God, like we're gonna have to go like deal with his car. So I was like, okay, like that's fine. I was like, yeah, I'll just come get you, like whatever, I'll be there soon. I go to school to get him, and when I get to the door, there's like a trail of like roses, and I was like, oh my God, that little sneak. And his classroom had candles everywhere. He was in a suit. He had rose petals all over the floor, all over the desks. There were like little lights like this, like from the ceiling everywhere. And there was like a slideshow of us playing, and like it was just so thoughtful, because his classroom is where we met, and that's like where he did it. And it was, he really like surprised me. I seriously like was annoyed that his car like wasn't working, and like I had to go like drive to get him. So I was super surprised. And as for my ring, I didn't pick out the actual ring myself. His mom actually picked it out, but he knew exactly what I wanted, and we had like gone to look at rings several times before. So he knew exactly the style that I liked, which was the pear shape or the teardrop, whatever you call it. And his mom like saw this and was like, oh my gosh, like this is the one. And they picked it out together, got it, and there it is. You guys had some really good questions. Thank you guys so much for asking me questions for today's video. I hope you've learned a little bit more about me. And yes, I will see you tomorrow. Maker, come here, I need to take a thumbnail. Okay, fine. We don't waste wine around here.